Well, I was outside just, I get a wind in my ears. Consciousness talking to me. If you only understand if you don't know my account, if you only understand if you don't know my account, you don't know I exist. So just because you find me on a list, trust me, it's not coincidence. Someone know you long time ago, you know me long time ago. Consciousness was telling me just, people are so focused on the color, what they are. But the more that what you're watching, you can become, in the period of the 100 years, you're that black girl, you're that Puerto Rico, you're that Chinese, you're that pink person. Because the energy, like the darkness, is just one. The wind is just one. But the color of the faces is differentiates the people in the language. And our consciousness was saying to me outside, I went and take the oil, I connect the cable, I want to make frites and frikandel. It's something like a sausage for the children, they like it. So I connect the oil outside, and then I connect the cable. The water is cooking on the side because I'm making tea for me, and the oil is getting warm for the same cable. Cold water, cold oil, in 20 minutes will be very hot. If I touch it, my arm gonna be peeled. So now I went outside. Consciousness is telling me, you can drop dead today, but they just find you a Chinese mother and father to build your body. They went to make love, and the love, the feeling that goes inside of them, build this body, and then your soul just go in there. The soul that's coming from the black man or the Asian, from any other color, can enter any two people who fall in love. What do you think happened when two people, colored people, fall in love? The baby is colored. There's a soul inside of there. So you can be posting a video as a black person, you die 20 years later, you post a video as a pink person, you die 20 years later, but what you forget, there's someone who is 60 years older than you, and they are 80 years old, and you are just 20 years old. You wonder, why are you still 20? Because they keep repeating you. But that's not what consciousness was saying to me in my ears outside. What I just say is just things what consciousness already say. I try to draw your attention before I tell you what consciousness said to me. But I'm telling you right now, if I don't hear it from consciousness, but what is fresh from consciousness, if I tell you why the way is like, okay, the first 3 minutes is important, the remaining is not important. Well, if you watch this long, consciousness saying, when a boy, it was actually a song in my mind. It goes like this. You think you are a part of me because you came for me, and now you think you went to school and everything that you learned, and now they told you what's my name. You think anyone know me, but I'm the one in front of you. That's why you can't argue with me. When you was my baby boy, I had you and I feed you. Before you grow and go to school, and then your mind become the books. But if you know that the light in your eyes was watching me all the time, and see me pregnant with you, and the minute I have you, and you was hijacked away from me. and your mind was fed up with all the things in the books that is coming from the light. When you was in my stomach, you cannot read anything. You survive inside of me, and I was the wind. When I take a walk, no one can see you. That I was one day pregnant with you. Someone look at me and they say to me, hello, how are you? They don't say hello to you because no one know you was there. Then I make you become visible. Then they hijack you away from me, and your mind become the books. And now you think you know better than me. And then consciousness say, the only reason why people argue with one another, if one fall asleep, the argument is stopped. The other one is still making noise to stop you not to sleep because they still want to argue. But if you walk away, the argument will stop. They cannot argue with the empty breeze. They cannot argue. And then consciousness says to me, people don't understand. When someone writes a letter is very pissed off. You open the letter, you read in it, you can translate their voice. The only reason why you can translate it is because you know the language. If you're not programmed with the language, you can translate it. Consciousness saying, when she is pregnant with you, there's no tattoo that says what her name. People think they know what her name, and now she had you as a child. And they ask what her name, and she called you the name they recognize for you. And now you as a jack away go to school, and everything you learn, you're coming home to consciousness. Now you think you know better than consciousness. But the lights that came in the person who left the book that become your minds mean the book is not written by 10 people. The book is written by one person. But the bodies of the billions is going to the school to become the mind of the one. One person write a book, and all the children goes to the school to learn the book. One thought, one book for all the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of babies. The consciousness also say, you can insult me, you can shout at me, but when I close my eyes, I go out of the body. You try to wake me up, I'm not there. And then you're all alone. You're looking for someone to talk to. And then you started talking to yourself. Like, shit. I miss my mother, I miss my wife, I miss my friend. But if you look deep, don't send me bad dreams. If you look deep, deep, and you came out of me, what do I have that you don't have? A stomach to eat, eyes to see, nose to smell, to breathe in and out, a place to get rid of the food, a body to take a walk. What is different? Only the fashion of the two, below and up. If you go to the doctor can fix you a breast just in time. You go to the doctor, they can take your Adam apple away. You can speak like a woman just in time. A doctor can change your vagina, meaning get rid of your dick, turn it to a vagina, and then you look like me. There are a lot of women out there who 10 years ago was men. They turned themselves around because the doctor, the consciousness inside the doctor know male and female is just a fashion. The feeling, which is of the mother, the boy feels it, the girl feels it, but they both have a separate feeling. The body look many, but the breeze inside the 10 body is one. The breeze feel the orgasm, but the other body don't feel it. But the other body has to know what they feel. The other one is also feeling what they feel. But if the consciousness lets you know everything what you feel, the other one's feeling the same way, you wouldn't be so proud. There's one thing I, the consciousness, feel. What I know other ones are not feeling is the electric shock I get inside this body. And I know when I hold the blankets the last days, there's fire, spark of a fire coming from my fingers. You're the system. I don't make it up. You're watching me. If when I touch a blanket in my house, there's a fire, like trying to light a matches, and the fire don't come right away, there's spark in my arm. The body is going with the flow. The last videos, what I post in Fuck You NATO, the body don't know what the consciousness was thinking. The body translates with confidence. The body trusts the confidence in the consciousness. But now when I play those videos back as a body, there's a consciousness and there's a body. And consciousness is telling story to the body. And the body is having the time of her life listening. But actually I am he, she, not he, not she, but he, she in the form of a machine that can produce both male and female. Out of this body, I release 3 boys. Out of this body, I release 2 girls. So my body is an instrument to release those form of body. But in fairness, if I drop dead, will you hear me talking? I mean, you can play back the video. If I drop dead, this body, will you hear me talking, or will you take my body 6 feet so fast? So what's the difference if I live for the next 10 years? Is the body living, or is the consciousness living? Understand, one man thinking on the other side and one woman thinking on the other side. Make 1 billion people get an idea. What about your own consciousness? I was passing, when I come from school, I see people passing and putting newspaper in people's mailbox. Like, wow, they're all reading the same thing. They're all going to be knowing the same thing. But there are those who will not see it because they're too busy, and they will throw it in the dustbin because it was not meant for their eyes to see it. And the ones who are supposed to see it will sit down and take the time and read it. And it will become part of their day. But again, understand, when the lights travel, the body follows the light. But the wind doesn't sleep. The body is resting over here, and the light and the darkness is going to abuse the wind.